Can I become a Valorant pro in 7 days? I've played the game once or twice. It's not that hard. But what I did find out when playing the game is that it's not very fun. Yeah, I don't actually like the game. This dispute came about when I DM'd a friend asking him to play some Warzone, a much better game. I mean, it's still not that good, but it's better. And then he said, no, go find yourself some maidens. And I was like, okay, fair. But what game gets you the most maidens? And then it hit me, Valorant. But you gotta be good to get the maiden. So here are my goals. Play aim labs for about 1 hour every day. Play Valorant for at least 3 hours every single day. And for each day, I'll have a specific thing that I want to focus on and learn. And then after the 7 days, I'm going to take an 8th day to just play ranked and see how highly I score. Now, while it's true that I've played almost no Valorant, I did play it when it first came out. I know that really doesn't mean anything, but like, I wanted to flex it. Also, this video took me over 100 hours to make, so, you know, hey, watch the whole thing. You don't gotta subscribe or nothing, just watch the whole thing. It means a lot. So, let's get started on day one. Day one, rehabilitation. I've been out of the shooting game for a while now. I'm assuming that's gonna set me pretty far behind. I have all my records set in aim labs, but I doubt that I can still keep up with them. So we're gonna go into a round and see where I'm at. Here we go, first time I'm doing this in a long time. Hope I don't suck. What is this crosshair? Okay, so simply put, I'm garbage. I should be at about 90,000. I've got a lot of work to do. I continued playing aim labs for a few more hours just to get the feel of it and make sure that I wasn't lacking too much before actually hopping into Valorant and giving it some playtime. Now, I haven't played it in a while. It looks like there's a few new champions here. I can't imagine it's changed that much. All I remember about this game is that Jett is the best. For the first day, we're just gonna play it casually. I'm just gonna try to have fun with the game, even though that might be impossible with Valorant. Get a few plays, see how I'm doing, see if I'm bad or good, and we'll just see how it goes. Okay, I was really bad. Like really bad. Yeah, I hit a few clips like this here and there. It made me feel kind of saucy, but in the end, I realized how much work I had to do. So here's what I learned from day one. There's a bunch of new shit in the game. Turrets and all sorts of stuff. There should be kill cams in this game. I don't know why there's not. Sometimes you die and it's just like, I wasn't even peeking. Apparently you can ADS. I'm not sure why. I don't know if it does anything. I'll have to check out later if it does. And it's actually not bad. I actually kind of like the game. And as soon as this happened, I knew what I had to study for tomorrow.
Are they a B site?
How? Day 2? Gunplay. Now, I know there is spray patterns and there's different aiming and first shot accuracy and all this stuff, but I know nothing about it. So for day 2, that's what I focused on. And pretty quickly, I got the hang of it. Pretty much all of the fights won't last more than 9 bullets, so that's all I had to learn. And it was pretty easy, except for the Vandal and maybe the Frenzy. And to be honest, I don't really understand shotguns. And what's the deal with this room here? To be honest, I don't really care. I just know I'm too scared to go in it. All that only took about an hour. So after that, I went into more games, trying to study the map and the other characters' abilities. And after seeing all the new champions, I've come to a conclusion. Chamber and Omen, OP, completely overpowered. Chamber has an ult that just gives him the strongest sniper in the game. A sniper that one-shot body shots. It's busted. And I really wanted to learn him, but to be honest, I just don't have the time. So this was going to be one of many things that I could learn to be better, but I don't have the time. After all this learning, I felt very confident about knowing the game. There's just one more thing I needed to learn, and that was all the basic information. So tomorrow, we study. Day 3, Valorant education. After I graduated college, I'd hoped I'd never have to wake up to go learn stuff again, but here we go. Well, yes, for this day, I did play Valorant. All my attention was on my second monitor learning. And a big thanks goes to Skillcapped, Senna, Sero, and Pro Guides. I watched all of them and more for many hours and learned a bunch from them. Oh, and Willis. He taught me how to talk like a Valorant pro, and I think that's important. So let me show you what I've learned so far. You're trash, kid. Now, surprisingly, that actually wasn't the most important thing I learned. The one piece of information that really got this challenge going is something called the Miyagi Method. The method is simple. The idea is to condition yourself into getting a kill, and not just by aiming at a guy and then shooting, but knowing you're gonna hit when you shoot. So here's how it was explained to me. Instead of firing at an opponent, as soon as you see one, potentially missing, you keep your crosshair on their head for a few seconds until you know you're gonna hit them. When you have good accuracy, you want to reward yourself with a kill. And it doesn't make sense to give yourself the gratitude and dopamine of getting a kill if your aim was bad. So for the next 3 hours, all I did was use a gun that would one-shot headshot. And I would only shoot 1 bullet, with a few exceptions. And if I missed, I don't get the kill. Killing people in this game is the most fun part, but I can only get the kill if I have perfect accuracy. And boy, did this work. All of the clips I'm showing you are of me, and they're not super impressive, but keep in mind, I'm not clicking as soon as I'm watching them. I give myself a second or two to guarantee that I have the shot, and then I fire. So this leads me to not having a lot of kills, but it does lead me to having great aim. This is where I got my confidence. At first I thought, maybe I'll just get gold. Now I'm thinking I'm making diamond because my aim was so good after doing this, and I'm going to be doing this every single day now. I went from getting like 5th to 7th in team deathmatch to just winning outright. I was hoping to get a few accusations of me hacking. Didn't happen, but it's fine. But after winning, this guy did say damn out of excitement because I won so quickly, and that made me really happy. But either way, I was feeling good. Except about one thing. I haven't used a sniper yet. So I knew what I was doing for tomorrow. Day 4, the point and click adventure game. Does this look like the face of a man that's good with snipers? Because it is. That is in other games like CSGO, where the sniper play is much better. I've been dreading doing this entire day because everyone says that the snipers in Valorant feel like garbage. But that doesn't seem right, because whenever they're used against me, they feel OP. And the best way I know to train with snipers is just to use them. So that's all we're doing. Well, that, and also learning the mental battles in this game. You see, I didn't realize you could use words to win the rounds. In this game, I had fully wiped their team with the op and felt good about it. And I was about to defuse, but then the enemy says, defuse if you're gay. Now, I'm not of the homosexual variant, so for me to defuse would be disingenuous. So there was nothing I could do, and I had to let him win. This strategy was so effective that my whole team decided to surrender. Now, me personally, I don't want to get canceled, but you know, the strategies are there. I think we'll stick with the snipers, but you know, in a pinch. After a while, I kind of came to realize that by and large, I'm pretty bad with the sniper. So if I can avoid it, I'm going to. But after all these days, I started to notice something. Valorant has patterns. Now hear me out. This is one of the few places in gaming history where none of the players that are in it have ever touched the grass. It's also known as one of Valorant's main maps. When you're attacking it, you have one of 3 options, A, B, or C. When the round starts, the attackers have a 33% chance to go anywhere. So for this example, let's say they go C. Doesn't matter if they win or lose, they have a 91% chance to go there again. Now, I've only been playing for 4 days, but this seems pretty consistent, and I see it in myself if I'm not paying attention. If they win the 3rd round, they have a 78% chance to go there again. But if they lose the 3rd round, they have a 0% chance to go there again. If they went C, then they'll go A, but if they went A, they'll go C, but they will never go B, unless they've been pushing B, and then it's 50-50 either way. I never once saw someone lose 3 times in a row in one location and then come back. And every time someone won at a location, the odds that they went back there dropped by 13%. But this isn't true for the 4th round. If they go for one spot 4 times in a row and they lose, they have an 80% chance to go there again. But if they win, they have a 65% chance. The longest I would ever see a team push one spot over and over again was 7 times. All this information loosely fits with the psychology behind rock, paper, scissors. So if you've seen No Game, No Life, you're good. And yeah, I'm new to the game, and these guys are kind of garbage, so maybe it doesn't work in higher elo. But for now, it's working. And as a jet main, it works well to know where they're always going to be. Or maybe I just got lucky, I don't know. It could be any of that. Either way, I'm tired. Let's get on to day 5. Day 5, advanced mechanics. When I was watching guides on Valorant, I heard a bunch of terms get thrown around like bunny hopping, counter strafing, wall banging, all this crazy stuff. So for today, I just wanted to learn those niche little things. An emphasis on the niche. The only thing that I really learned that helped me a ton was something called counter strafing. It was super fun learning all this, but I don't really know how to show it. So instead, here's me opening a new mouse pad. I ordered it because my old one was getting kind of bad and I needed the best aim. And also I thought it'd go well with the Kit Kat commercial sound effects. This took way too long to film. Day 6, learning a new character. They nerfed Jet, the character that I was using. So I literally spent 4 hours trying new champions and finding out which one I like. But in reality, this was a blessing in disguise because I found Brimstone, who's absolutely OP. He can call down smoke bombs wherever he wants on the map. That allows me to control the map perfectly. I could make a whole video on this guy alone on how he controls the map. Brimstone just made the game so easy. So I spent the rest of the day learning how to be an IGL. I've played ranked in other games, and I know the worst feeling is playing well and having bad teammates that hold you back. So if I could direct my teammates to do perfectly every time, then I was good. This is the day that I was actually playing the most Valorant because I had the most fun. So after almost 6 hours of playtime, I went to bed and got ready for the last day. Day 7, the final day of practice. You might be wondering, what type of insane rigorous training did I go through for this day? It was the hardest day by far because I had to do what every Valorant player wants to do but can't. And that is to not play. Yep, I tried not to play for the entire day. Now, you're obviously thinking, why? Well, if you've ever been an athlete, gone to the gym, or tried studying for college, or anything that requires a lot of time, you should know that you have to take breaks. And not just to stay happy, it will actually make you better. Or at least I hope. I know it works with studying, but I'm not sure how it's gonna work with this. It's a bit of a gamble, but I'm willing to risk it. So I'll see you in 24 hours when I'm done reading the first Harry Potter and trying to play the theme song on the ukulele. Day 8. The final day. This is what it all comes down to. A whole week's worth of prep just to do good or bad right here. I'm not gonna lie, I was hella nervous, but there's no time like the present, so let's get into it. First round, ready up. I wanted to make sure I was the best teammate, so I was checking every angles, using combat stims, supporting every way I can, and every round I told you exactly what we were gonna do. And so we had a method. Sage laid down this wall, and I planted, and we won over and over. First round out of 5, we win. Not even close. Unfortunately, I found some people to queue with. We ended up inviting 2 more people, and we had a full lobby. And these are the people I played with for the rest of the night. Second round, still nervous, but I pull off a nasty clutch.
Nice.
This match came down to the wire though, 12 and 12, and it was not looking good. But in the end, they won to round 13. But then it goes into overtime. Now you have to win by 2 points. We caught up, 1-1, and then 1-1 more, giving us the second win. Only 3 more matches to go. The third match wasn't even close. We wiped the floor with them, so much so we were getting knife kills. And in the end, we win our third round. At this point, I'm convinced you can go pro in Valorant in 7 days. You just need to train right. I have gotten so much better, it's insane. But we still had 2 more matches to go. Round 4 did not start good. We were down 6-3. And we had gotten lucky those first 3. But the moment the side switched and we were defending, they didn't win a single one.
Nice.
Good. And we get another victory. Round 5, the final one. What everything's come down to. If we win this, we will have the perfect placements, winning every match. And you know what? It couldn't have gone better. We win the first match and then lose 1 more. But after that 1 loss, we took no more L's. And in the end, let's go. Good job, boys. We won. The perfect rank layout, 5 for 5, only wins perfect gameplay. So with Iron being the lowest and Radiant being the highest, where did I place? The final tally and placement was Silver 2. Now hold on, I know Silver isn't that great, or at least it doesn't sound that great, but it's actually the 3rd best I could have gotten. You see, Valorant has unrated matchmaking. They put you in lobbies depending on how good you are in unrated lobbies. They also calculate your competitive matches and the results of the competitive matches with your unrated matchmaking. Not a lot of games did this, and I didn't realize that Valorant did this. So if you haven't been playing for a while, then it's impossible to place into gold. So this is kind of like if I had placed in Immortal, which is the 2nd highest rank. Now I'm not saying I'm as good as Immortal players, but the change was drastic. I started this challenge being really bad, and now I'm pretty good. And also, I like the game. This game certainly isn't the best, and it's certainly not the worst. But if you wanted to watch me play the best and the worst game in one video, then that would be right there. And hey, this video took like 100 hours, so give it a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Yeah? All right. Bye-bye.